people. I have not done a recent vlog in a really long time. As you have seen on recent videos that I have just uploaded, I uploaded a video from New Year's Eve, in July, so it's been about a few months, at least 6, that I have filmed and finally uploaded a video. But with all that being said, I'm going to make a more recent video today to Cozumel. I've been in Playa del Carmen again, as I did last year in March, but I'm doing it this year, June, July, and August. And yeah, I'm going to take you to Cozumel. So I'm going to take the ferry over there. I already ate breakfast and packed, so let's get to it. In the okay, so I just made it here to Cozumel, Mexico. As you can see, the beach is right behind me. I'm currently at a reggae bar. Just kind of enjoying my time here so far. I drove from the main town, which is like where the pier is, to get to Playa del Carmen and all that kind of stuff. And now I rented a scooter. It's about $20 a day, or about 360 pesos. I drove all the way to the southeast point where I am now. I think this is called Playa. So this beach that I'm at right now is called Playa Bosch, B-O-S-H, and yeah, it's really cool. Like I just drove, I was supposed to go to Playa Nucar Beach, which is like in between here and going back up north to the main town of San Miguel, but I kind of passed it, and I didn't even see any signs for it. So yeah, the drive out here is pretty rural, which is really cool. But yeah, I've just been chilling at this reggae bar. Got a lemonade and guacamole. It's amazing. It really feels out here. It kind of feels like Thailand. It's like when you go to a reggae bar or whatever. So it sort of hits close to home. But now I'm going to drive up to the east side with the scooter and go and see if there's some more bars to hang out at. Just relax on the beach because I want to do snorkeling and I want to do scuba diving, because the coral reef here in Cozumel, I'm not sure if you know, is like the second largest in the world. So that's something that's like really enticing for me to want to do because I love the water. At the same time, I'd rather just like kind of chill for this one day and just go to the beach and hang out. And I got to check into the Airbnb later. Yeah, check out San Miguel later on, but yeah, that's where my head's at. Also, the ferry ride over here was actually really cool. I sat on like the front area where all the kind of like lawn chairs, but they're like out on the front of the catamaran. I definitely would come back to Cozumel again even if I have time later on in 2 months that I'm here in Playa del Carmen. But if not, definitely be going to either Holbox or Isla Mujeres for another like kind of beach getaway. Probably be at the end of my stay here in Playa del Carmen, but anyways, that's where my head's at, and yeah, let's go to the beach. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a friendly tip prior to your trip here in Cozumel. I would say that the first thing that you need to know is that on the west side, obviously, there's all the pretty beaches, all the resorts, etc. You know, just the tourist zone. But as I hit the south point, or what they call Punta Sur, which is Spanish for South Point, up until all the way up through the east side, which I am currently at right now, there's nobody. White sandy beaches. Obviously, there's a bit of this seaweed here that smells like rotten eggs, but it's this brown seaweed here called the Sargassum, and it's kind of like an epidemic all throughout the Caribbean. But that's sort of like the little sacrifice that you make by being on the east side because it comes from the Atlantic Ocean. But besides that, you'll find a pretty beach eventually because it's the whole east coastline. It has 0 resorts, it has some shops, that kind of stuff. But then, yeah, you get some of the Sargassum or whatever, but you'll find a beach eventually, and there's just it feels like an infinite amount of white sandy beach coastline that just hasn't been touched at all, which I think is just absolutely incredible. I would say that if I were to stay here, I'd want to stay in like a little hostel on the east side, kind of like in Thailand, just be on the beach in like a little hut or shack or whatever. But that's just me. I know if you're coming to Cozumel, your idea is probably just stay at a resort, be at a perfect white sandy beach, be closer to the reef, etc. But I don't know, I just kind of like roughing it sometimes, and I just wanted to share that with you in my thoughts, because tourism is built for different people in different ways, and people are interested in different things, so I totally understand that. But as far as like just a off the beaten path kind of trekker's perspective, east side of Cozumel is definitely a lot more enjoyable for someone that has that sort of mentality. So yeah, that's my 2 cents or 50 for you. And now I'm back at my Airbnb here in San Miguel de Cozumel, and it's about to be sunset, so I'm trying to leave my Airbnb, which is right here, and go to the pier or maybe one of the beaches just nearby, try and catch the sunset, because finally you get to be in a place where the beach is facing west so you can see a sunset. I'll give you guys a proper Airbnb tour, and I'll make sure to link it below, but I'll try to do that tomorrow morning. Okay, good morning everybody. Kind of an abrupt ending to my day yesterday. I ended up walking around the downtown of San Miguel de Cozumel for only a few short moments, I would say, maybe like 15 minutes or so, before I couldn't find a place to eat. Since being vegetarian, you know, finding vegetarian options in Mexico really isn't that big of a deal, but for whatever reason, just because it's so much more touristy, it seems as if they don't have as many of the vegetarian options as they usually should, or they usually do for Mexican restaurants, because usually Mexican restaurants are just really good at having a lot of vegetarian options, just because it's just beans and vegetables and, you know, corn tortillas for the tacos or whatever. But anyways, I had to look over everywhere, and I happened to right when I was coming out of the Airbnb that I'm currently staying at here, I went downstairs, and downstairs is like, I think it's owned by the same owner, but they were telling me that they make really good pizza, they have a vegetarian option or a vegan option, and they were playing like this free open air cinema film that it was like an independent film, and I was like about to go to a different restaurant, and I was like, I might as well just like go to this place and enjoy it. And I had a lot of fun. It was like really cool to watch the independent film. It was called Down by Law by Jim Jarmusch. Apparently he's a really famous older style sort of independent filmmaker, and the film was actually made in 1986, but like the music that's in it, the directing obviously is incredible. Just everything about that movie was actually really good, so I highly recommend it. Again, it's called Down by Law. It's a 1986 film. If you just Google that, it'll come straight up. It's 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, but yeah, that's what my night consisted of last night. But this morning, I'm planning on going to a breakfast bistro which has vegan options called Amparo's Vegan Bistro, or Breakfast Bistro. And then after that, I think I might either go to the Museum of Cozumel or go to one of the, well, public beaches. They call them public, but you have to pay to like use their umbrellas and that kind of stuff. But it's more of a public beach with a bar that's on the public beach, and you have to use that. Anyways, that's what I'm planning to do today before going back to Playa del Carmen and taking a ferry in the afternoon. So come along with me, let's go. Okay, so I just finished eating at Amparo's, and I was really surprised because they have a whole section on their menu for vegan breakfast options. So I thought that was really cool. The food was delicious. I ordered vegan chilaquiles, which is, if you don't know Mexican food very well, it's just basically tortilla chips covered in like red sauce or green sauce with maybe beans on the side, maybe some fresh onions or something like that. But it was delicious. And I also got a pineapple ginger mint smoothie. So yeah, overall it was a really good breakfast. Alright, so I went to the beach, but when I got to my scooter I realized that I stayed parked in a loading and unloading zone all night, so I came back and the license plate was gone, so that's great. Luckily though, the company actually can go to the police station for tourists who leave their scooter at a parking spot and get their license plate taken away. It costs about $25, or I guess 450 pesos, so whatever that conversion rate is. So yeah, I had to do that today, which kind of sucked, but yeah, I'm just checking out of my Airbnb now, and I just wanted to show you the inside before I close the door and lock myself out. So as you can see, it's a red front door, so you come in through here downstairs, and then just up here on the left there's the front door. Get in. First thing you see is the kitchen. And then there's this little 2 chairs right there. Bathroom is back there, and then up here it's like a little loft. It's got a bed. And it's really cool. I like this place a lot because it's got Edison bulb dimming lights, which I think is really cool. And then here's the stairs to take you up into the bed. It's a really comfy space. I don't know if you can see, but on the other side there's like a nice space to put all your stuff. There's an outlet on that side, as well as an outlet right here on this side with a dimmer. And so it's really cozy. And then through here in the bathroom, I'm going to turn the light on. Again, Edison bulbs throughout. Really nice shower, toilet, like a cement sink. Yeah. Anyways, I think this place is really cool, and it was only like, after all the service fees, cleaning fees, etc., one night was about $45 for 2 people, and if it's just one person, I think it's like $37 for one night. Okay, so this street that this store and this Airbnb is on is 10th Avenue, and so if you go one more block toward the beach, and the pier is, that's exactly where the center and the pier is at. So it's really centrally located, has a lot of great restaurants nearby, so there's no need to worry about that. But yeah, definitely if you want to stay at this Airbnb, make sure to click the link in the description below. It's a really cool place, and it was the only one that was like really cool that was available at this time. So yeah, the host and everyone downstairs at the store is really nice. So yeah, definitely recommend coming and staying at this place if you come to Cozumel. So I'm gonna get out of here now. I already took my scooter back, as I said. All good. And now I'm gonna get some coffee and then go take the ferry back to Playa del Carmen.